Hi, Namaskar. So today we are going to discuss about CLAT, Common Law Admission Test 2025, and we'll be talking that what are the career opportunities in the field of law after class 12. So as we all know that Common Law Admission Test, this is the biggest examination in India to get admission after class 12 for your law degree. Law degrees can be done from the topmost NLUs, which are national law universities, and all the NLUs do participate under CLAT except for NLU Delhi. So NLU Delhi has its own entrance examination called ILET, which is All India Law Entrance Test. All these two examinations will be taking place in the month of December 2024, and it is for all those students who are going to pass class 12 in 2025, somewhere in the mid of year. So passing out class 12 or appearing class 12, you can go for the CLAT examination, and by securing a good rank, you can get into the best national law colleges across India. And these national law universities are the topmost universities in India, where you can go for your 5-year integrated program. These 5-year integrated programs are like BLLB, BBLLB, and etc. So there you can get into. Let's figure out a few more details about CLAT today and law as a career. See, when you talk about CLAT, it has 24 national law universities, which are the top law colleges in India, namely NLSIU Bangalore, NUJS Kolkata, Nalsar Hyderabad, NLU Jodhpur, etc. etc. So there are 24 national law universities participating under CLAT in 2025. And at the same time, Delhi University has also announced in 2023-24 that they'll be taking admission based upon CLAT score for their new launched program, BA-LLB and BBA-LLB in Delhi campuses itself. Again, the Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, which is IP University Delhi, would be also taking admission based upon CLAT score. So up till 2020-21, there used to be an examination called IPUCET law that was a separate entrance exam conducted by IP University Delhi. But now IP University is also accepting a score from CLAT, and they don't have their own separate entrance examination. So by writing CLAT, you can aim for India's topmost universities, which are NLUs, then Delhi University, and all the colleges under IP University for law. There you can get it. What is there into the field of law? Why a lot of people, thousands of people across the corners of India, now they're coming and they are pursuing law after class 12? Why it is so crazy option nowadays? See, initially, if you talk about, people had only certain choices, limited choices. After pursuing law, they used to get into the courtroom for the practice. But for that courtroom practice, it used to be very much, decisive that you should have a good links with some good lawyers as well. Because first you go, you do internship with them for 2 years, 3 years, and you'll be paid very, small amount. But nowadays the trend has changed. We'll be talking that why law is so much important. Number one, law is the most lucrative, power dressing, and one of the most demanding career option right now. Initially, as I said, that people were limited up till the courtroom practice, but now there are so many MNCs, there are so many corporates, IT firms, LPOs, and so much to be done into the field of law after 12. So now it is one of the most amazing career option and one of the most demanding career option right now in India and abroad. And that's the reason why people nowadays coming from science background, students coming from commerce and humanities background, they are actually willing to get into law intentionally, that they are going and pursuing their 5-year LLB, whether it is BLLB or BBLLB as per the program. So it is one of the most demanding sort of career option right now. If you talk about what are the new age law traditions, where students are getting exhausted, where students are getting placement, let's say you did 5 years of law, where would you get into? What will be your career option? What will you become? So ideally you become a lawyer, a practitioner, maybe. But what will be the job profiles? Let us just discuss about them also. The very first option which always keeps there in the mind, that is litigation. Litigation is like courtroom practice. You can go for the courtroom practice in any of the court, and as per the stream that you want to get into, maybe that you want to practice into civil law, you want to go for criminal law, corporate law, you can get into that. But slowly and gradually, starting from 2012 and 13, once the LPG has started taking place and the globalization has taken so vastly, now the students more want to get into corporates. That means companies. So you can get into the corporates as a legal advisor or a legal assistant, which is a high steam job profile where you're working for the MNCs 5 days in a week, and it is an amazing career option that you get into. And you become a legal advisor who will be taking care of the legality and the health of the organization. Then we got the legal firms, which are law firms. So these are like partnership firms of some of the top lawyers in India and abroad. And there you can go and join as a junior partner and maybe as a legal officer. Then we got LPOs, which are legal process outsourcing firms. So basically, these are legal MNCs which are working multinationally. So UK-based firm, India-based firm, they work multinationally into different countries because majority of the Britisher ruled countries, they are having the legality systems common, and that's the reason why majority of the laws are common in UK, US, and in India, and that will give you an extra edge to go and work in abroad also. You can go for academic and research work. You can go become a jurist for the government of India. You can go for teaching like a school level and college level teaching where you can enter into. Then you have solicitors general examination by writing, which you can go and work in UK as a government lawyer, you might say. And then there is an examination in India after pursuing your 5 years of law in India. Then you can write public prosecutor examinations, which are like APO, and you can become a government lawyer. Other than that, you have social works to be worked. You have legal and administrative services. So all the ministries, all the departments of the government of India, they all do recruit the legal officers for different, offices. You can go and join the banks. So the private banks, they are actually hiring from the campuses, from the law colleges at the final year itself. All the government banks, they do conduct their separate examination for the specialist officer, which are named as legal officers. So you can appear for the examination after 5 years of law for the banking industry also. You can be the part of the international organizations. You can represent India into different states for the different multiple platforms. And top of that, you must be knowing that there is a judicial system in India. So judiciary is the biggest examination, and you can write the judiciary examination, which is Public Service Commission judiciary examination. And these examinations can be written in different states independently. So this is not centralized one for every state. They do have their own set of entrance examination conducted by UPSC for the judiciary, which is the judge vacancy from day one. And you really don't need any experience for that. Once you're done with your 5 years of law, you can immediately apply for your judiciary examination. So that is one of the best options that comes to you. So these are some, options which you must be knowing, and based upon which you can decide that where you want to get into. Now, what is the eligibility criteria? Students are always having a lot of confusion. So whether should I start with class 11th and 12th or not? Definitely you should start, because the CLAT examination or ALET examination, CLAT says that they demand 45% marks in class 12, and ALET says that they demand 50% marks in class 12. So what actually you look at in a way that what is desired level of your qualification is just 45 to 50% in class 12. And I do believe that a student who's sound mind, who's appearing, who's going to the school on a regular basis, you can score very well, 75, 80, you can easily score. So this is none of the fact that which can stop you while preparing for the CLAT, such a huge and prestigious law entrance exam in India. So I must say that you should start with class 11th or 12th. Now, what are the degrees which are possible after writing that CLAT exam? See, you got 5 type of degrees, namely BLLB, BBLLB. It is for every stream student. Even a science, commerce, and humanities, any stream student can go and pursue BLLB or BBLLB. Then you have certain colleges which are offering you BCom LLB. That is typically for the commerce stream student. And there are certain colleges in India which are offering you BSc LLB and BTech LLB. And I do recommend that it is for the science stream. But majority of the colleges in India and all the topmost colleges in India, they are offering you either BLLB or BBLLB and BBLLB both. And that's the reason BLLB and BBLLB, this should be not the question first. Question is that which college that you are actually able to make it, right? So college has to be prioritized, not the degrees, because Once you pursue 5 years of law, no matter you go for BLLB, BBLLB, BCom, or BSc LLB, you don't get any specialization. There is no specialization. So in India, there is more than 45 plus variety of law which is applicable, and you can go and pursue your specialization. That means you can master into that. That means you can pursue your LLM masters in law into that. You can specialize, right? Just like civil law, criminal law, corporate law, tax law, IPR, women right development. So there are more than 45 plus branches of law. But once you are done with your BLLB, BBLLB, whatever that you do, it is not yet decided that which particular stream that you want to specialize. Specialization would definitely depend upon the kind of forte that you want to go and practice. Maybe that after pursuing your BLLB, you want to become a corporate lawyer, so you just start working with the corporates. Or maybe that after pursuing your BBLLB, you are going and pursuing your civil law because you want to be the part of the civil law. So that can be done. So don't get confused. It is all about colleges, not about the degrees anymore, because none of the degrees give you any sort of specialization. Now, what is there in the CLAT examination? What should be done from the part of students? What is exactly there that you need to prepare? Guys, there are 5 sections in the CLAT examination. One is quant, second one is critical reasoning, then we have GK, which is current affairs, then verbal ability and the legal aptitude. These are 5 segments which you can see. This particular examination, CLAT and ALET examination, these are based upon reading comprehensions picked from the articles of the newspapers. CLAT consortium says that the questions which will be the part of the exam will be taken from the newspapers. These are the articles from the newspaper. So anybody who is good at reading, understanding, you are able to read it quickly, you are able to understand, interpret very smartly, CLAT is all there for you, and LUs are all waiting for you. So this examination should be in the mind that this is reading comprehension based paper. That means your English, your reading literature, that has to be very much strong. There will be 5 segments. Quant is like 6th to 10th mathematics, which is like arithmetic that everybody learn starting from class 6 to 10. So those who are from non-maths background, you don't have to panic because the mathematics level is absolutely 6 to 10. All right. Then critical reasoning. Critical reasoning is basically based upon the passages that you get. You have to just figure out the inferences, premises, assumption, conclusion. Such kind of questions would be there. And then GK and the current affairs. CLAT says that they'll be asking you only the current affairs questions. But previously, for the last 2-3 years, what we have seen that they picked some of the passages which are based upon the static GK. Static GK is something which is prefixed, like history, geography, science, economy, polity, something which is very old-fashioned thing. So they actually pick some of the passages from the old-fashioned thing and they put into the CLAT exam by saying that is the part of current affairs. How it happens? It happens because recently there might be an article which has a reference 100-year back news. And that's the reason why they are picking up as the fresh and the recent news as per your articles in the CLAT exam. So anybody who want to go for the CLAT should be well versed with what is happening, latest happenings, what is happening worldwide, what are the strategies that the states are making, what are the recruitments which are going on, what are the fights which are going on, every set of economical, social status and state, all setups that should be there in your mind. Then there is a verbal ability segment, which is English. English is all about reading comprehension. You hardly find that there is any question which is strictly based on grammar or vocabulary directly. So even if they have to ask a question based on vocabulary in the CLAT examination, so there'll be a passage, they'll highlight a particular, sentence or the word, and they'll ask you that what does it indicate you, right? They'll ask you what it infringes you, right? And this is what the vocabulary level is all about in the CLAT exam. Then you got the legal aptitude, which is all about law. So going for the law degree, it is very much obvious that universities demands you to be well prepared and very good while equipping the knowledge related to legality of the system. And that's the reason why there is legal aptitude. Legal aptitude is all about knowing the law, that what is your constitution all about, what is tort law, what is IPC, what is CRPC, what is family law, what is IPR, what is Muslim law, all sort of sets of law can be the part of the exam. So Exam is all about reading comprehension, but at the end of the day, somebody who has done the concepts nicely, who has practiced a lot, will be able to make it to the CLAT topmost universities. And that's the reason why career leader stands on the top in the industry. Now, let us just understand the weightage of the sections. As you can fairly see that, CLAT has changed its pattern from this year itself, from 2024, the pattern of the CLAT has been changed. Initially, there used to be 150 questions but from this year onward, there'll be only 120 questions, which has different set of weightage. Like if you talk about current affairs, including the GK thing, static part also, it has 28 to 32 questions in the exam. Then you talk about English comprehension, language, literature, it has 22 to 26 questions. Logical reasoning, which is critical reasoning, I must say, that is 22 to 26 questions. Then quantitative techniques, which is mathematics of 6 to 10, it has 10 to 14 questions. And legal reasoning, again, 28 to 32 questions. And that will comprise of 120 questions. So for these 120 questions, the marks will be assigned for the total will be 120. Because for every right answer, you get +1. For every wrong answer, there is a negative marking, and that is 1/4, that is 0.25. That is the negative marking that you get. So if you are from non-maths background, you can't say, sir, I can't go for mathematics because my maths is so weak. Because math itself is having 10 to 14 questions, and maths and GK, these two are the segment which can either make you in the exam or break you in the exam. Because maths and GK is something where you are exact sure about the answer, right? And that's the reason why I would always recommend a student that you have to be very, very, very strong in GK and mathematics, both as a subject while going for the CLAT examination. Now, how would career leaders would help you out? What is career leaders all about? Career leaders an institution which is like 10 years old in the industry now. It was started by advocate Karuna Sama ma'am, and she herself is masters in 3 to 4 subjects, and she is one of the finest faculty for legal and GK in India. Under her supervision, there are thousands of students who have been served, who have been placed to the top legal MNCs, law firms, and they pass out from NLUs and the top colleges in India. So ma'am will be the one who will be deeply involved into the process of academics and operational things, where she'll be one of the faculty who will be taking legal and GK things. And in last 10 years, we have improved ourselves in such a great and stronger way that we were able to fetch up till 98% plus results for last 10 years. Faculties, if we talk about, we do have the faculties which are having not less than 15 years of experience. So every faculty would have at least 15 plus years of experience with them. And that gives you an advantage to understand with a very in-depth and in a very nice way. We provide you the lectures which has a combination offline, live online, plus recorded. So let's say if you enroll with us, you have started your lecture for offline. At the same time, all the lectures we do live online also. So sometime if you're not able to come for the lecture here, you can attend online live. And every lecture will be recorded and kept into our app so that you have access to watch later as well, and you can revise the entire set of information that has been thrown into lectures. Other than that, we give you 100 plus mock tests, and we do believe on practicing. CLAT says, IELTS says that we'll be asking the questions based on the current articles. So for an example, if you're not doing the articles, how would you be able to justify in the exam? And that's the reason that when we start our batches, we'll be training you 4 days as per lectures. So the lectures you'll be getting on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. But every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you are supposed to go through with 1 mock test on each day. So weekly, we are going to provide you 3 mock tests, and that gives you 12 mock tests in a month. And that's why we are keeping in the mind that somebody who's enrolling with us for 1 year program, at least you'll be able to do 100 plus mock tests. And doing 100 plus mock tests, that means going to with 12,000 plus questions. And trust me, guys, if you do 12,000 questions, you have a chance to stand on India ranking 1 also. We'll be providing you a lot of online and offline doubt sessions. Online doubt session for those who will be appearing online lectures, and offline doubt session for those who will be coming to the center and who will be starting the offline module with us. We'll be giving you 400 plus hours of pre-recorded lectures that you'll be getting. And you'll be getting a lot of booster sessions with the founders of the organization. Karuna ma'am herself will be involved with each and every student who will be motivating enough so that you can be the part of the best NLUs and the dream colleges that you dream about, right? And we have 15 plus years of teaching experience, which makes us as one of the most strong, institution for the CLAT preparation. Let's talk about a few more things that how you can get in touch with us. I'm sure if you're listening to me, you must be looking forward to get in touch with us. So these are the contact details where you can get in touch, give us a call, book an online or offline counseling session with us. Maybe that you're walking to my office, you are just getting to the classes, you can meet with the faculties, you can attend a proper career counseling session, get to know what is law all about and start as soon as possible. I'm just sharing my details and the results as well. Like for last 5 years, as I said, that we have grown up so much. We have, worked so harder in terms of the faculty training, in terms of the content development, in terms of the mock test series, evaluation of the mocks, analyzing of the mocks, and give you the right feedback so that you can strengthen yourself. And these are our contact detail in which you can get in touch with us. You can, if you are the part of Delhi, if you're there, if you're planning to come Delhi, you can visit my office. You can meet with the counselors, you can meet with Karuna ma'am somewhere. If you're coming by taking the prior appointment, you can come and meet me. My name is Vimal Gupta. You can come and meet me personally. Whatever the doubts, whatever queries, whatever questions related to law as a career that you have, whatever query that you have in terms of the module that we provide, please do visit us and feel free to ask every query that you have. And we are hoping to get in touch, and I'm sure that you'll be calling me. So wish you all the best and thank you so much.